Hi there, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. I am Aaron, and today we are talking Vinegar Syndrome and Severin. Severin made a pretty big announcement today, talking about the sale, and we also got news from Vinegar Syndrome with the partner labels, and some good stuff came up. Hey there, Dave. How's it going, man? Just gonna put this over here for now. And hey there, Dustin. Hey there, Ice. Well, hey there, Ellen. We are gonna go looking at so what I thought we'd do tonight, because there's been some pretty ingenious marketing going on right now. And Severin's been doing some really cool things. Hey there, Joe. Hey there, Strange. So basically, Severin has been dropping little kind of micro sales throughout this last month or so. Yo, Carrie and Mike and Eddie. Video Drone. Hey, Al. Um, what's crazy is there's been like $3 DVDs dropping here and there. They've been dropping like little merch every once in a while. And today they dropped not just the enamel pin sale, which are $5 each. And just to give you an example of what they are, hold on. Sure, I got them here somewhere. Talk about preparation. I can't find them. So anyway, somewhere there's an enamel pin, which I can't find right now, but I'll find it later. Anywho, so they're having half off all their enamel pins, and their enamel pins, yo, Alan, welcome, man, are really, really good. So that's pretty awesome. But not only that, but they put out the news, and let's just get to that right away. We're going to go to the partner label thing afterwards. There's some really good stuff in the partner label, stuff that actually tempts me for the first time in a long time. But let's dive kind of right into this. So what I want to do tonight is I want to look at at Severin, not just at their stuff, but I want to look at basically how their sale went, their last sale went, so we can get a good idea of this one here. All right, so let's close up my chat window there, and all the other stuff that's popping up on the screen. This is why I hate using Facebook. That's why I hate the fact that companies use Facebook. So it goes there. By now, you have noticed we're clearing out a lot of various older products like merch and DVDs. We've continued to do so leading up to our big Black Friday sale and possibly afterwards. This is to help make room for all the crazy, exciting things we have in store for the big sale. We're also in the early stages of uprooting and moving the shipping warehouse to a bigger, better location. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Some news. Our Black Friday sale will begin at midnight going into November 26th. The site will shut down on Monday the 22nd and will not be back up until the sale starts. So from now until the 22nd will be your last opportunity for fans to scoop up some of the newest releases at the discounted rate through our monthly bundles. After the 22nd, these bundles will no longer be available, so they will not be coming back after the sale. The June bundle, the July bundle, the August bundle, which we're going to look at all of them, and the big one for a lot of people in North America now, the now opened up Marauders bundle, which when this last sale happened was only in the US, and as of now is throughout all of North America. So I've opened up all the bundles. Their t-shirts are always on sale. Like, that's one of the things that go on sale most. Evil died last night. So, speaking of which, I am very proud of my Halloween t-shirt, which somebody has bought. Whoever bought the Halloween t-shirt last night, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That t-shirt will only be going on for a month, and then it's gone, and it's never coming back. So, but let's look at the bundles right now that are also going to be gone in a month and never coming back. Let's look at that segue. Seamless, isn't it? Okay, let's look at June. So the June bundle is the $79. Oh, one for my better half, actually. The Strike Commando 2, and Invaders of the Lost Gold. Oh, it's cheesy. It's so cheesy. And the first one does it? Am I right? Am I right? Oh, okay. So, you know what's awesome about this? So the first one, Strike Commando, is directed by Bruno Mattei and has co-writers Claudio Fragasso and Rosella Drudy. So if those names kind of ring true to you, then you're obviously a Severin fan. You're a fan of my channel because Troll 2, Robo War, remember Shocking Dark, remember Shocking Dark, and but even better. Oh no, they went farther because Reb Brown. And if you're older, you remember Reb Brown as the first TV Captain America in the 1970s, with his translucent shield, plastic shield. So Reb Brown, it stars Reb Brown. And in Strike Commando 2, it's been changed, and we got Richard Harris. Okay. That's a much bigger actor. Same writer and director. And what do we got there for Invaders of the Lost Gold? Which produced by Dick Randall, of course. Actor Stuart Whitman stars in that one. And Woody Strode, Harold Sakato played Odd Job, and Laura Gemser. So actually, that's a pretty cool one. Red Brown, by the way, was also the thespian that starred in Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf. All right, the July bundle is also going to be on sale for the last time, and actually available for last time. That has Skin Deep, Born for Hell, which I almost picked up a DVD that one actually last week when I was at the week before last, we're at the Atomic Records, remember? And Siege, which is a film, actually an excellent film, filmed in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And it has gotten so much love from many people, including a good friend of mine, Master Chaos, who talked about this one. I think he even had a watch party. So much goodness on there. Space Music. People remember with Red Brown. And there you go. Red Brown. Got his fans. I'm loving it. All right. So the August bundle is right here. We got the Kinky collection. No One Heard the Scream. Cannibal Man. And Overboard. So, yeah. So just like, let that sink in for a second. So you got the Kinky collection, which does not mean what you think it means. Before we got Cannibal Man. So we got some Eloy de Iglesias here. And we got Overboard with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They are nothing if not eclectic with some of this stuff. Okay. Like there's something for the whole family there. Like No One Heard the Screams, kind of like definitely something that I'd look at. I know Hindu would like the Kinky collection. No, it's about street kids. It's not. It's just the way it's. I know Raj would like Overboard. Actually, I know you would. It's Kurt Russell, man. And Cannibal Killer, I'm not quite sure about that. Cannibal Man, I'm not quite sure about that one. But here's one of the biggies. The last time to get this. This is the interesting one. So it's the Marauders bundle. When this was initially announced, you could only buy this in the United States. You could buy it in Canada as well if you were willing to pay an exorbitant shipping fee. That shipping fee is now gone, and the Marauders bundle, post-apocalyptic films with the book, now comes with free shipping. So if you're in North America and you want to get this, jump on it because it has some good stuff. We are looking at Warriors of the Year 2072, which stars Gerard Martin, who I know from Dallas, and who Roger knows from the original War of the Worlds TV series. Fred Williamson, who we all know because he's Fred the Hammer Williamson, and Donald O'Brien. What a weird combination, because you got the guy from Dallas who played Dusty on Dallas. You got Fred Williamson, blaxploitation actor, ex-football player, and song and dance man, Donald O'Brien. It's Donald O'Connor. Donald O'Brien's from Dr. Butcher MD. Okay, Well, I'm sure he can still dance. Let's not run it right about that one. So there you go. Remember when I say I'm going to get at least one thing wrong every video? This is one. I'm going to get more than one thing wrong. Say that much right now. Okay, it's got a soundtrack by Riz Ortolani, which is fantastic. We have Dardano Siachi co-writing it. And of course, this is Fulci. This is Fulci goodness. We have Raiders of Atlantis here, which is by Gregorio Diodato, about Cannibal Holocaust. This is much better, in my opinion, than Cannibal Holocaust because we have Christopher Connolly, who showed up in Strike Command, and we got Tony King, and we got the great Ivan Razumov. And trust me, hey, Dungeon, welcome, man. Hey, Maddie, you did not miss the announcements. We just started. And who do we get acting in this as well? George Hilton and Mikel Suave. And I still always want to say Rico Suave when I hear his name. And then we got Joe D'Amato's Endgame with who's in this one? Oh, we got George Eastman, who's one of my favorite when it comes to these Italian actors. Lord Gemser, from famous for the Emmanuel films. Gordon Mitchell, who's done a ton of stuff. And a score by Carlo Maria Cordillo, who did the score for Shocking Dark. So, again, some fantastic stuff here. CD soundtracks for at least I think one or two of these titles got CD soundtracks. And the biggest thing here is After the World Ends. What is After the World Ends? Well, it's a massive coffee table book on post-apocalyptic films. And oh my God, I actually got to when I was worried about it not getting here, the author reached out to a nice few people actually, and said that we would still have the book, like Paul's put it out. You made to buy it from this website. It was a bit expensive from the website, so I couldn't grab it at the time. But After the World Ends is something to be looking for. Don O'Connor played on the 1985 made-for-TV movie Alice in Wonderland. Did he really? And second last but not least, we have the September bundle, which is A Day of Judgment. Carol Baker in The Fourth Victim, so we get another Giallo for Carol Baker. And John Russo's Midnight is here as well. So The Fourth Victim, a rarely seen Giallo starring Carol Baker that's not directed by Mr. Umberto Lenzi. We get a bunch of features on Russo's Midnight. I was never super big. Hello, Josephine. Welcome. On Midnight. But maybe I just need to rewatch it. And Earl Owensby Studios does A Day of Judgment. So, yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff there. So far, the post-apocalyptic bundle is the one I'm going to say, if you're going to grab either one, this is one to grab. We have here an Angel for Franco bundle. So it is Barbara Steele's final Gothic film, and that is An Angel for Satan. And Jess Franco doing a movie that is not sleazy. Actually, two movies that are not sleazy. And that is his two Franco-Noir films, the films that caught the attention of Orson Welles. And that's why he worked on Chimes at Midnight. So, 3.5 hour director's cut of Martin. And it does come with a Barbara Steele pin as well, an enamel pin. Hey there, Andy. Welcome, man. There's some amazing stuff here. I mean, like Severin's bundles that are out right now, the June to September bundles, including the Marauder bundle and Angel for Franco bundle, are only available till the 22nd. And then they're no longer, then these bundles won't exist anymore. I can't believe Vito Drum has never heard of Rico Suave. That was a huge thing. So that gets me into talking about the way that the sale is going. All of every single one of their the merch, they're kind of clearing stuff out. There must be some big stuff coming up. So here we can see we got the Christopher Lee pin on for $6, the Andy Milligan pin on for $5. We got the William Girdler on for $5. How to Work Skates on for $5. So these are pretty much half price here. Alex de Iglesias, incredible director. 30 Kinds is amazing, by the way. You should watch it for $5. We got Klaus Kinski for $6, and Pulido Durango is here for $5. So there's a ton of stuff here. Hey there, Zach. Welcome, man. Hey there, May December. Well, right now we're looking at we're going to look at the part labels afterwards, but Severin has announced that the bundles that are on right now from June to September, and the Franco bundle and the Marauders bundle will cease to exist after June the 22nd. Their website's closing on June 22nd. You'll see about a movie separately, but you won't be able to buy them like in a bundle and get the discounted pricing on it, the same as you would there. And remember, a lot of these here will not be available in the half price sale. So, Dave, for Vinegar Syndrome, it goes back 3 months. Last time it went back almost 4. And on Severin, it goes back 6 months. I like I was way in college before Rico Suave. That was college, right?
Probably a long time ago.
Yeah. I gotta look now. I'm curious. Rico Suave, sung by Gerardo. No, 1990. I didn't know it was that long ago. Is that I don't know if it's a FOMO ply, but it makes sense. Taco Grande. I remember the Taco Grande spoof. I remember like when Gerardo did like an interview, and he's like talked about how his mom was like really supportive of him, and she packed his condoms into his suitcase for him. I'm not even joking there. I like Matchbox 20 actually. So no, they're not terrible. And remember, like everything else, dude, music is subjective. Don't shame anybody for the music. But let's look at when they're the Jess Franco Tree Topper. I still want that Alan. I want that so bad. So let's look at their last sale. See what they like, because I brought up their FAQs for the last sale right here, to kind of get an idea of how it went last time around. So same as last time around, it's going to be midnight. Last time was, I think that EST time, so but they said PST by accident. So just to give you an idea, they did 2 bundles last time around, 50% off all of SRP prices for most Severin and Intervision titles. There's a new book coming out, by the way, for this sale as well. Last time it was the Marauders, I'll get it in a second. Post-apocalyptic book, and this time we know we're getting a Gregorio Diodato book on Cannibal Holocaust, actually. There's going to be new. As always, there's new clearance merchandise. So whoever asked back there, and I do apologize if I forgot. But yes, the T-shirts always go on sale, and go on sale for like really cheap. And you'll get some T-shirts, man, go on sale for like $4 to $5. I got some like T-shirts for like $5 and stuff during a couple of the sales. As always, to go back 6 months. So the things that were on sale last time, by the way, for the very first time, was the Lenzi set, the Revenge of the Living Dead Girl, Standard, Enigma, Demonia, Beast Mustache, Shining Sex, Vulture for Fake, Cruel Jaws, Massacre in Dinosaur Valley, Primrose, Black Cat, Patrick Still Lives, Shock Treatment, Theater Bizarre, Plague Town, Attic Expeditions, Castle of the Creeping Flesh, Family Portraits, and Tales of the Uncanny. Mike, not a problem, Mike. I apologize for forgetting. I'm not the greatest with names sometimes. So we know all those are there. So let's dive. We dive back. We'll dive back a bit and look and see what else is going to be on sale for this time around. Now the newer things. It'll be interesting to see, Andy, because this time around, where are you located? Like I'm in Canada, and last time the book wasn't for us unless we wanted to pay like a big shipping fee. Now we can get the book without paying a shipping fee. So it makes you wonder that maybe they learned from their mistake last time around because they ended up with a bunch of books. In more pre-code Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar does do a lot of pre-code titles, but Northern Ireland, probably not. But hopefully, because it's a Fab Press book, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. The last one wasn't Fab Press; it was Pulse. Anytime they've had a Fab Press, a Fab book, most of those have stopped like that. Chip New Zealand. It's hard. I mean, like I've been waiting for stuff to come ice from Umbrella Entertainment, but I'm not expecting it anytime soon because of that. You know, the USPS suspension. Hey, Dennis, welcome, man. So there's a lot to think about and a lot to look into. There's announcements coming up as a Saturday. So I think somebody said, and I think so. We're gonna have so expect a video on Saturday because we're gonna have some big announcements then. This entire month, we are going to be looking strongly into Vinegar Syndrome. We're going to be looking strongly into Severin. I'm going to keep you updated with all the big news that's going on right now. And as I learn stuff, we'll roll out videos and things. And for those, by the way, that watched my Halloween special video last night, thank you so much. I worked on that for quite a while, and just to get it done, and I was surprised when it did. Anywho, let's get back into this right now, and going to come back to me for a second, then we're going to go to there's no Picaramas, I don't think, left for the rest of the year. So in a second, we're going to go back into looking at the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. We're going to look at the partner label stuff because I want to dive into that. Vinegar Syndrome have added, if you can believe it, another partner label to the mix. So that's going to be something to check out. I guess I got to do that whole thing, right? YouTube spiel. Like, share, subscribe, Patreon, Super Chat, donation stuff, all in the links below, yada, yada, yada. Got a new t-shirt in my merch store. It's only been there for a month. It's a limited edition. And now let's get back to the video. I hate doing that stuff. But it's a necessary evil to keep the channel going. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of Vinegar Syndrome stuff to look at. We're going to dive into that right now. There's partner labels. There's, again, I'm surprised how many. 2 new partners. Are you serious? Oh, all right. Let's just do it. Let's jump into this. So Vinegar Syndrome. I know we got. Oh, we're up to our new partner labels. You're right. Decanalog and Yellow Veil Pictures. So let's see what's new on the partner labels. So let's start off with the AGFA. And right away, we got Bloodorama, Triple Frightmare. Oh, this actually would have been really good for Halloween. Surprised didn't put it last month. So what do we got with this one here? Actually, pretty decently priced too, actually, especially for a triple feature. Hey there, Mr. Ebert. How you doing? So, are you ready to hear about these films, Raj? So the first film, Help Me, I'm Possessed. A freeform nightmare that takes place at a sanitarium in the desert. Because that's where sanitariums exist, in deserts. This surrealist gem includes a psychopathic hunchback, delirious monsters, and a killer early synthesizer score. So you play it, Sim. Does that interest you? The synth score, at least. Night of the Strangler, a Southern fried whodunit with murder, racial tension, and a starring role for the Monkees, Mickey Dolenz. Yeah, Mickey Dolenz. The sweat-soaked sleazer feels like a cross between an American Giallo and a trashy airport paperback novel. Well, sign me up for that one. That has me written all over it. And the third one is Carnival of Blood, an ominous semi-cinema virtual horror movie that was shot in Coney Island, the scariest of places, in New York City. Carnival of Blood features an earlier role from Burt Young, they say from Rocky fame, but let's be honest, Burt Young from Amityville 2, The Possession fame. That's what we all know Burt Young from. Yeah, no porn for the rest of the year, I don't think, Dennis. Pop art gore that would make Herschel Gordon Lewis proud and gloriously seedy atmosphere. So, there's features? Really? There's Carnival of Blood partial commentary with Bleeding Skulls Annie Chow and AGFA's Bleeding Skulls Joseph Azimba. Blood-dripping trailers and drive-in snipes from the AGFA vaults. Snips, I go with. Watch the full uninterrupted program in drive-in mode. You can watch all 3 films, all 266 minutes. So Bloodorama is definitely looking interesting, guys. I agree with you, Strange Thing. And that's just the first one. Let's dive into Fun City Edition's latest one called Radio On. And everything I've seen from Fun City Editions has been more than interesting. It's been pretty amazing so far. Warning notes approach with empathy. Is there something coming up I should know about? Take its name from the ironic moniker from late 1960s to 70s New York. Fun City Edition. Okay, we know what they are. Christopher Petit's debut feature, Radio On, is a rare road movie from England. Since its 1979 release, it's become a cult classic and been recognized as one of the 100 greatest British films. Wow, okay. David Beams, the actor David Beams plays Robert, the enigmatic protagonist, embarks on a road trip from London to Bristol to investigate the recent death of his brother. A remarkable collection of art, rock, punk, and new wave. David Bowie, Devo, Kraftwerk, Robert Fripp, Ian Dury, and more. Wow, it's got a great soundtrack. I'll tell you that much. More soundtrack to Robert Journey. The austere urban and rural landscapes he drives through are beautifully and strikingly rendered in black and white cinema. Black and white by cinematographer Martin Schaefer, who had been Wim Wenders' camera operator. As Robert drives westward, the radio newscast he hears and the strangers he meets address the dire social, political, and economic states of winter of discontent era of Britain. I love this. I don't know where I'll get to it. Yeah. This is me. Audio commentary by Kayla Janice. It gets better. It just keeps getting better. We got an interview with Chris Petit. Speaking of Chris's, he announced the Garfield animated film. Guess who plays Garfield in the new animated film? Guess who's voicing Garfield? If you're thinking a voice actor, no, that would make sense. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield, and he's also voicing Mario. Oh my God, that kills me. Archival interview with Chris Petit and producer Keith Griffiths. Before the explosion of the image bank, a new video interview with Christopher Petit. Radio On Remix, digital video essay, nice. Booklet with essay stills and cast crew information. Yeah, this looks really good. And it's kind of neat because it's done to look like an old school cassette tape. I'll show you in a second. It's a couple seconds behind here, so I'm just waiting so that cousin Raj can actually see what I mean.
Oh, okay.
So for those of us that grew up collecting cassettes, which both me and Ratcher did, so this is the first one from Yellow Veil. This is one of the 2 new companies, and we got Knocking here. And what the heck is knocking? Well, I don't know. What's we're going to find out. After suffering a traumatic incident, Molly moves into a new apartment to begin her path to recovery. But it's not long after arrival that a series of persistent knocks and screams begin to wake her up at night. Molly's new life begins to unravel as the screams intensify, and no one else in the building believes or is willing to help. That sounds really good. That actually sounds really freaking good. That's a Swedish film thing with subtitles. Hey there, Rourke Waffles. Welcome, man. We got an introduction by Frida Kempf here. Q&A from Sundance, 2 short films, Bathing Mickey and Dear Kid. Got a 12-page booklet with essay by writer critic Anya Stanley. This is some really great stuff, guys. I know, Eric. Like, let actors that do that like acting thing, and let like voice actors, actual voice actors like Tara Strong, people like that, do voice work like they've always been doing. Why take away their jobs from them? All right, so we got Altered Innocence release here, and this one is LA Plays Itself, the Fred Halstead collection. So what is this? Fred Halstead was a legend in his own time. His self-created public persona, that of the leather-clad sadist, instantly made him both feared and revered as one of the first openly gay sex symbols. His taboo-shattering films broke new grounds in the gay erotic cinema for the portrayal of sadomasochism and their other forms of polymorphous pervasity. I don't want to say pervasity. Their works sent a shockwave through the fledgling gay liberation movement and art itself. Cool, man. Leading to the eventual acquisition by the Museum of Modern Art. Wow. But despite their significant cultural importance, these films have long been available only in neutered forms, if at all. Altered Innocence and Anna's Films are proud to present the first ever uncut disc of these groundbreaking and fiercely controversial films, beautifully restored with a host of new bonus features. So that's actually pretty cool. Actually, it didn't to me. That's how I'm pretty naive. Well, cool. We got Out of Country by LA Plays Itself and Sex Tool by Evan Purcell, KJ Shepard, and Tyler Thomas. We got Second Auto Commentary and Sex Garage by Evan Purcell. Bonus like 8mm, like loops of VHS tape, VHS rips, interviews, video essays, alternate endings and openings, trailers, the 20-page booklet. So a ton of stuff there, man. And what the heck is this? So this is the other new company, Decanalog. And this is Keep an Eye Out, which reminds me of an old joke that I can't tell on my regular channel. Keep an Eye Out, a breakneck pace cop comedy that packs more laughs into its breezy runtime than some filmmakers manage in their entire career. Belgian funny man Benoit Poelvoorde, I guess, from Man Bites Dog, is Commissaire Burin, a good bad cop interrogating Fugan, an average Joe who discovered a dead body outside of his apartment building. French absurdist Quentin D. Whip smart script disregards honest expectations, the fourth wall, and the laws of time and space. You'll never look at an oyster the same way again. Got an audio commentary with the director, rehearsal footage, makeup, FX, another booklet, and theatrical trailer, and a bunch of other. So there's some really great stuff here this month, guys. But we're not finished yet. Not when there's a Saturn core around. Oh, yes, because it is time. You should dress like Matt Frewer. You mean the guy that did the voice of Max Headroom? Remember the time we did that thing with the keyboard?
No.
Yeah, I was going back a ways, Alan. When me and Raj were kids, we were, I think, probably in grade 9, maybe grade 9, I think. Raj had a keyboard, and he plays keyboard. So what we did was, I did the voice of Max Headroom, and we did like a kind of like a little player thing. Kind of did it out. The whole Max Headroom thing. And yeah, you're not the first person to give the Matt Freer reference, whether it's my voice or the fact that I'm a gangly, skinny, like Canadian dude. uh, okay. An instant college prank turns deadly when a bevy of beautiful sorority girls accidentally shoot and kill their voyeuristic Satan worshipping neighbor, Hugo. But is he really dead? See what horrible fates await each member of the sorority when Hugo mysteriously returns from the grave seeking human sacrifices. I guess he's not dead. I guess, like, one sense, like, is Hugo really dead? And then, like, see what happens when Hugo returns from the grave. Huh. Question asked, question answered. To sustain his eternal life. The innocent Kim quickly becomes the object of Hugo's obsession, in other words, the final girl, once he selects her as the ideal bride for his evil demonic master, Radu. Oh, there you go, Radu. But this does not just include sorority slaughter. No, they go further with this and give you sorority slaughter 2. So in 1994, sorority slaughter came out. It was 84 minutes long. But in 1997, sorority slaughter 2 came out. It was 90 minutes long. So you're getting yourself a cool double feature there. Plus a audio commentary with stars Laura Giglio and David Castig. Why do you mock me like this? Words. And David C., moderated by Russ Snyder from Saturn's Core. Sorority Girl Murder, an alternate cut of Sorority Slaughter, incorporating new footage shot in 2012. So a shorter version of it that runs 55 minutes long. A vintage cable access interview featuring co-directors Gary Whitson. Where the hell did David come from? Sal Longo and special effects artist Avon Warren. Deleted scenes featuring a vintage introduction by Tina Kraus, who I actually really like. Hey, Captain Nor, welcome, man. What do you think of this stuff, man? So 2 sales coming up. 2 big sales coming up. And we have not yet looked at the one you all want me to look at, and that would be New York Ninja. So New York Ninja is a film that was shot in the 80s, but was dubbed over recently. And who are the voices? It's Don the Dragon Wilson, Michael Berryman, Cynthia Rothrock, Linnea Quigley, Vince Murdaco, Matt Mittler, Leon Isaac Kennedy, and Ginger Lynn doing the voices for New York Ninja. So how did he do it? Let's look at this. Let's look at the gorgeousness of the cover that is New York Ninja. Now, if you are a subscriber, you can get this for 50% off the MSRP, which I will check and see what that is in a second. I think it's like $50, so it'll be around $25. So we got New York Ninja right here. There's the back of it. I'm loving this so far. Looks like it's done very similar. Well, actually, very, very similar to a VSU. So this is our first VSP, or is this our first VSP? I love the cover here. So look at this. So we can see it a bit better. It looks exactly like a VSU. It's got the same magnetic box. It has the same book put in there. So to give you an example of what it's gonna probably come like. Let's do this. Okay, we'll come back there in a second. But let me just show you something for 1 sec. So this is a VSU. This is 6-string samurai. It opens up with a magnetic clasp right here. Has artwork on the inside. You can see the movie, and right underneath it, there's a book, and there'll be artwork on the inside as well. Now, VSUs are 4K. I don't think that New York Ninja is 4K, but it does look to be a really great release. Let's go back to it and just see exactly what's included. So, yeah, we got artwork on the inside, same as the others. some loaded limited edition 2-disc Blu-ray box set. Includes an extended making of documentary, housed in deluxe VSU style case, artwork by Tom Hodge with the Dude Designs and RP Kung Fu Bob O'Brien. Includes a 40-page book with an essay by Curtis Spieler and a custom slipcover by Richard Hilliard. What's the plot? Well, here's where it gets good. A good friend of mine, Jose, of Master Chaos, actually, won. Like if you were one of the first 10 people to order New York Ninja, you won this coming to you in a giant steel film canister. So congratulations to Master Chaos, who won one of those. I did one of the executives of Leaps to Death. I got to rewatch that. I got that downstairs. I've heard great. Have never seen it myself, physical media, but I've heard great stuff about it. So that's what I can tell you. If you like this style stuff, like was shot back in the 80s, I think 80s or 90s. I'm pretty sure it's the 80s. But it was like redubbed now. So we got like John is just an average working man as a sound technician for a New York City news station until one day his pregnant wife is brutally murdered while witnessing the kidnapping of a young woman in broad daylight. Turning to the police for help, John soon learns that the city is overrun with crime and police are too busy to help. Dressing as a white ninja, John takes to the streets as a sword-wielding vigilante, hell-bent on cleaning up the streets of the city he once loved by ridding it of muggers, pickpockets, rapists, gang members. However, in John's quest for justice, he soon finds himself the target of every criminal in the city, including a mysterious villain known only as the Plutonium Killer. But John survived to become the hero that New York so desperately needs. So it is Blu-ray. It's not 4K, but it is Blu-ray. And wait a minute. It's scanned and restored in 4K, so it is 4K. Make a liar of me, will you now? That's even better. Holy crap. For that price, that's insanely good. We got a 2.0 stereo mix with an optional analog mono mix. I love the analog mixes. Commentary track with the redirector, editor, Curtis M. Spieler. Re-entered the New York Ninja, an extended making of documentary. Redirecting New York Ninja, an interview with Curtis M. Spieler. Interviews with members of Voyager 3, who did the music. Interview with looking at the locations with Michael Gingold. Deleted scenes with commentary, B-roll, and outtake montage, original sizzle reel, VHS, tactical trailer, artwork, and there we go. Thank you so much. That is why I make it, so in hopes that people enjoy it. Hey there, Mike. Welcome, man. Scanned in 4K on Blu-ray. Thank you, Ice. I was confused, so thank you for getting rid of the confusion for me. So this is a really good one. So looks like it's $61. So that's like $30 Canadian. That's gonna be probably around $50 American. So it's gonna cost you like $25 for this 2-disc edition with a box and a booklet. Both of these companies right now are knocking it out of the park. And do not forget the pre-order is up there for Censor right now. If you want to get the other VSP, this is one that interests me. It really does. It's more my style, but New York Ninja is something I'll get for my better half, especially. But this is cool and weird. Enid Baines, a film screen at the BBFC, has earned an unsavory reputation for being the organization's strictest censor of violent films. Unexpectedly, Enid is contacted by Frederick North, a notorious director of exceptionally brutal low-budget horror movies, who has requested that she personally review his work for classification. While viewing one of North's films, Enid is struck by its narrative similarities to the disappearance of her own sister years earlier. When she finds another of North's films which stars a woman who bears a striking resemblance to her sister, Enid's life begins spiraling out of control, sending her on a mysterious and terrifying journey into the dark and violent recesses of her past. The price goes up in a week. You have 1 week to grab these before the price rises. 1 week to get. I don't mind. I'm used to slower stuff. I kind of like slower pace films a bit, so I'll be okay with that. uh, of course, Frankenstein, Fresh Frankenstein is coming. I should have my movies probably tomorrow or the next day. Ever seen Dream from the Brutes? I don't remember, Mike, actually. What to grab, Matt? What to grab? What interests you here? There's New York Ninja. There's all these partners, a Bloodorama triple feature. By the way, these will not be on sale during the Black Friday sale. So remember that. So don't wait on these partner labels here or any of these titles I just talked about today and say, well, they're going to be on sale, because they won't be. And that's the interesting thing. This is the time. This is the sale time to get these. This is the time to get these cheaper, unless you're waiting till next year. And I don't think most of us are going to do that for ones that we really, really want. Well, which ones go up in price? I think New York Ninja is the one that goes up in price, Maddie. And I'm not sure if it's censored, but I know I think New York Ninja goes up in price. It's always cool to get like packages in the mail. Let me just check and see where my package is now. See if it's still in Halifax. I'm going to wait until Wednesday or Thursday to get it. And it is still in Halifax. That's not moved. So it looks like I might not get mine until about Wednesday or Thursday. So let's dive back to New York Ninja and see if there's a notification on the pricing for that. Can't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Hey there, video store reviews. Catch me near the end, but thank you, dude, for coming in. There's a lot of stuff coming out, and there's a lot of stuff I'm excited for. This looks really good, though. I know that Master Cass saw this. Like, he went to a screening of it, and he was blown away. So that's the thing. That's the rope, guys. Okay. Looks like I managed to get this one done earlier tonight. Anyway, this looks like it's going to be a shorter video than I expected, because I honestly don't know about any more releases that are coming out that to talk about right now. I would love a Muppets movie box set, to be honest with you. I love the Muppets. I grew up watching them. I grew up with the Muppets movie. I remember seeing it in theater. I saw it in North Plain, actually. I am Aaron. I want to thank you for joining me here today to look at some really cool physical media releases that are coming out. And for people that came in late, Severin is closing their website on the 22nd of this month. What that means for all of us right now is that if you want any of the bundles that are there between June and September, get them now. Because because once the sale goes up, the bundles aren't there. Yeah, oh, that's a good question, actually. So MSRP is, let me go right here. Helps if I actually show you guys. So the MSRP portion of it is the one in yellow. So you're correct. So when you see something like Sensor and it's $61.95, or New York Ninja, these are Canadian prices, by the way, because I'm Canada, $61.95. So you have the price of the yellow price, not of the black price there. So when the sale comes, for instance, let me find one that's actually going to be on sale. So Scanner's Cop is like, let's get a pricey one, is there for, I think, $99.14 for 1 and 2, and really enjoyed that. So Scanner's Cop during the sale is going to be $49.57 Canadian, which would be more which will be cheaper when it comes to the North American releases. And as you can see, I had to use my calculator because it's been a long day. All right. Get ready to look through this stuff. Thank you for everybody that thumbs up and for the one person that thumbs down. One thumbs down works like a thumbs up, so thank you. I am Aaron. This has been, you are the Call to Cinema. You guys are awesome. As always, stay healthy, stay safe. That stuff's important nowadays. It costs nothing to be kind. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. You deserve it. And what do we say here? As always, here in the Call to Cinema, there is always another movie. And with this sale coming up, a lot of movies. We got a lot of videos coming up over the month over the sale, and oh man, it's gonna be a wild ride. See you soon.